Iran built its own battle tank, the Karrar. The Iranian army has officially used its new Karrar homemade main battle tank during military exercises in southern Iran, according to information published by the Iranian press agency Fars on December 22, 2021. Want to know more? Hey guys, and welcome to our channel Alpha Tanks, where we tell you about military tanks, from the most famous World War II battle tanks to the most advanced battle tanks at the present. But before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our amazing videos in the future. Let's get started! The Karrar, which is Striker in English, main battle tank is a locally developed combat vehicle developed by Iran's Defense Industries Organization, or the DIO. The Karrar is essentially a clone of the Russian-designed T-90S MBT and is said to be a far more advanced than the Zulfiqar, which was named after the sword of Hazrat Ali, the first religious, spiritual, and political Shia leader. It was designed by Iranian Army Brigadier General Mir-Younes Masoumazadeh and is built on the American M48 and M60 tanks, as well as the Soviet T-72 tank. In 2016, Russia's Urals-Vaganzavod announced that once technical cooperation restrictions were lifted, Iran would be able to license build the T-90S main battle tank. What's more, the Russian military firm stated that it will assist the Islamic Republic's army in modernizing its existing T-72 fleet. 4 years ago, Tehran had other plans, including the construction of its own tanks without the assistance of Moscow. That appears to have finally happened. Brigadier General Kilomors Haidari, commander of the Iranian Army Ground Forces, stated on Iranian state television that the Defense Ministry and the armed forces had collaborated to develop a domestically built T-90 MBT, which is currently undergoing final testing before being delivered to the Army Ground Force. In August 2016, the main battle tank was first shown to the public. In March 2017, the Iranian Defense Ministry opened the Karrar MBT production line at the Bani Hashim Armor Industrial Complex to facilitate mass production of the vehicles. The Iranian army put the tank through rigorous testing before declaring it combat ready in November 2017. The hull of the Karrar battle tank is divided into 3 sections, with the driver's cab in the front, the turret in the middle, and the power pack in the back. The vehicle's outfitted with a laser rangefinder that allows it to track targets with pinpoint accuracy. It has a sophisticated battlefield management system that is supported by digital panels installed inside the hull. The BMS combines information from sensor systems, other tanks, and digital maps. The tank is outfitted with an electro-optical fire control system, as well as embedded night vision systems for the crew members on board. The thermal imaging system aboard the tank allows the gunner to fire at targets with pinpoint accuracy in all weather conditions day and night. The vehicle also has advanced observation systems, which are aided by rear-mounted digital camera near the periscope. A ballistic computer, nuclear, biological, and chemical protection system, or NBC, and LED headlights are also standard on the vehicle. The Karrar's main gun is a 125mm caliber coaxial smoothbore gun. The secondary weapon's a 7.62mm machine gun mounted on a remote weapon system. High explosive fragmentation and armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot rounds can be fired from the 125mm gun. It also includes a fume extractor and a thermal sleeve. At the forward hull of the Karrar MBT, a dynamic self-protection system is supported by explosive reactive armor. The sides of the turret are protected by spaced composite armor, while the roof's protected by add-on armor. According to official Iranian information, the armor is made of composite materials. This information is supported by photographs that have surfaced on social media depicting the Karrar's turret under construction. In these, the space left open for composite materials between 2 layers of ballistic steel in the frontal arc is clearly visible. In addition to the composite armor, explosive reactive armor bricks are mounted on the hull and turret's front and sides. These ERA bricks are not the same as those used on previous Iranian MBT models, which were copies of the Soviet ERA Contact 5. They are said to be a more modern, lighter, and more effective version of explosive reactive armor. According to some analysts, these are a knockoff of the Russian third-generation Relict ERA. According to Iranian General Masoumazadeh, who's in charge of the Army Ground Force Organization, which works on military research and the self-sufficiency of the Iranian military industry, this armor is entirely manufactured in Iran and was developed without the assistance of other countries. The back sides of the turret have spaced and slat armor, while the sides of the hull are protected by skirts with explosive reactive armor and polymer tiles that protect the wheels. The rear of the hull, like the turret, has slat armor. The vehicle's rear is not armored, but it does have supports for spare tracks, towing cables, and external fuel drums. To protect the vehicle from high-trajectory missiles such as javelins, the roof of the turret is covered with explosive reactive armor bricks. The turret's protection system allows it to withstand chemical and kinetic energy impact. For protection against rocket-propelled grenade attacks, the rear of the hull and turret are hinged with cage armor. In addition, the vehicle has 2 banks of 3 smoke grenade dischargers. The vehicle has torsion bar suspension and 6 road wheels on either side of the hull. Each track has an idler at the front wheel station, a drive sprocket at the back, and 3 return rollers. The tracks are an intriguing topic for discussion. The prototype's tracks were of the double-pin, rubber-padded variety, similar to those found on Western MBTs such as the M1 Abrams and Leopard 2. The tracks on the production models appear to be single-pin tracks with rubber-bushed pins similar to the previous T-72 Soviet tanks. It's possible that the decision to use the old tracks was made to save money, along with the removal of the cannon's metal cover. It may also have been implemented because the production line for the new tracks could not keep up with demand, and it was preferable to keep the old tracks in service for the time being. There hasn't been much information released about the engine, but Iranian sources claim it's a diesel engine with 1,200 horsepower. A datasheet placed on a Karrar during a visit to the factory where the Karrars are produced by Iranian Army officials stated that the tank's engine delivers 1,000 horsepower. This has raised some concerns among analysts. 1,000 horsepower is insufficient for a vehicle like the Karrar, which weighs 51 tons. In comparison, the Russian T-90S MBT, which weighs 48 tons, is powered by a V92 S2F2 engine with a maximum output of 1,130 horsepower. According to some analysts, if the engine produces 1,200 horsepower, it could be supplied by Russia or manufactured under license. This hypothesis is supported by the fact that the engine used on the T-72S, which is already manufactured in Iran, produces 840 horsepower. It has recently been reported that a 1,300 horsepower diesel engine has begun production in Iran. In the future, such an engine could be used on the Karrar, increasing available power and thus the tank's maximum speed. According to Iranian sources, the Karrar's top speed on the road is over 70 kilometers an hour, with an internal tank range of approximately 550 kilometers. The fuel tanks hold 1,200 liters of fuel, as on the T-72, but the addition of 2 external 200-liter drum tanks increases the range by about 20%. Hey, that's it for today, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, please click the like button and share it with your friends and family. And if you have any questions or comments, please share them with us in the comment space below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can see even more of our incredible videos. Make sure you also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you, and we'll catch up in the next video.